Hi, Gokulakrishna here. In this video, I wanna show you what is App Service, why we need it, and I will show you in the demo how to configure it and deploy a web app in Azure App Service. Before going to know what is App Service, we should know why we need it. You know that there are different methods to run a web application in Azure Cloud. Let us see the major methods. The first one is Azure Dedicated Host. We need physical hardware to run any kind of application. This physical hardware is managed by Azure. Our part is we need to install operating system and the middleware environment to run our web app. This method is a traditional one and we are following a long time. The second method is Azure Virtual Machines. Here the physical hardware and hypervisor is managed by Azure. Our part is we need to install operating system and middleware environment to run our web app. The third major one is Azure Container Instance. Here the physical hardware, hypervisor, operating system is managed by Azure. We need to choose our operating system binaries and the middleware environment to deploy our web app. This is the trending method. You can see all these major methods you should manage operating system and the middleware. But from these methods App Service will little different and weird. Here the physical hardware, hypervisor, operating system and middleware is managed by Azure. You don't worry about the underlying infrastructure. You just develop your app code and directly deploy it in Azure App Service. Just like the web hosting providers like GoDaddy, Hostinger. Just you want to copy the code and paste it, or you can integrate your Git repositories. Let me summarize the App Service features. App Service is a platform as a service, so no need to manage or maintain the underlying infrastructure. Just enough your code for hosting your web app. You can develop your app in your convenient programming language and frameworks. It is fully managed. Just you want to run your app and you can scale based on the demand. This is the important feature in Azure App Service. You can run and stop Docker container based applications with the use of API calls. The another important method is you can do blue-green deployments using Azure App Service. You can get actionable insights and analytics also. I hope now you have a good understanding about Azure App Service. Let's play with Azure App Service. In Azure portal, I am going to create App Service. Already I have created App Service resource group and I am going to choose that, providing name as Gokul Web App. Publish type, I am going to choose code. You can also choose Docker container. Runtime stock is PHP 7.4 because I am going to deploy a PHP app. I am going to choose Linux operating system. Even you can choose Windows. Region, I am choosing East US. Linux plan, I am going to change the Linux plan name as Gokul Web App. Choose pricing tier. You can see different options and also features. In dev test, you can see less options. In production plan, there are a lot of options, like you can take backup, make up to 20 staging slots and also more. In isolated plan, you can choose isolated network option, private app access and 1 TB storage option also. I'm going to choose dev test plan. Leaving all other steps as it is. In deployment, you can integrate with GitHub for automated deployment. Leaving all other steps as it is. Reviewed and creating the web app. Once created, you can see the app URL. I'm going to click that. You can see the default app code is running. Now I'm going to upload my app. I'm going to deployment center. Here you can add different repos, but we are going to use FTPS option. Just copying the code from local machine to web app service using WinSCP tool. You can see FTPS endpoints and credentials. Also we can create our own credentials. Now I'm opening WinSCP and connecting app service endpoint. I'm copying the generated host name and copying and pasting the username and password. Now I'm going to connect the app service endpoint. Yes, connected. Deleting the existing HTML file. Now I'm going to copy my app folders and files. Yes, copied. Now I'm going to refresh the URL. Yes, app in live. You can see the overview dashboard of app performance. Now I'm going to delete the created app. Refreshing the URL, you can see the 404 error. That's all. I hope you like this video. If you want to reach me, please check the below URLs. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye bye.